heard from LeBron, just kind of about the moment and how much it means to him for you to get to this point and share the court. Wondered what it was like from your perspective, and if you had the idea that was how it was going to go down in the second quarter.
JJ told us we were going to be playing together. He shared that with me early in the day, so I was pretty psyched for that. But I just got out there and felt like a normal game with my teammate, to be honest.
Yeah, that first quarter, Lakers look pretty sharp. LeBron, year 22, looks like he's still in his prime. And so as you're watching from that standpoint, are you viewing him kind of like as your teammate? Are there thoughts that come in where, okay, he's also your dad? And then once you get out there, how do you kind of stop thinking about that and just think about, okay, where's the defensive rotation? Where do I go on this play on offense?
I'm always thinking about, that's my dad, because that's literally my dad. So I just go out there and, when I'm playing, he's just my teammate. That's all I'm thinking at that point.
Bronny, since you, I think probably, this is a moment people have thought about for a long time. I know it's a moment your dad's thought about for a long time. To kind of, I don't want to say get it out of the way, but to actually have it come to some fruition. Were you able to reflect on it, at all, at any point in time today, either before, in anticipation, or after?
Nah, I'm just being prepared for another game that I'm, going out and trying to put my best at. So there's no. JJ told me that we were going to be playing together, but other than that, I wasn't really thinking about, me being on the court with my dad, just preparing for the game and the game plan. When you've spoken to us about this, you've been very actively focused on the basketball part of it, because that's sort of that's your job right now. Have you been surprised at the reaction from everyone else about the rest of the story and maybe trying to pull you away from the basketball part of it, to have you talk more about the moment and the meaning and all of that stuff? Haven't really been surprised from it, because it's been happening for so long. Just trying to live in the moment and, do my job and find my role.
Bronny, just for yourself, what did you think of your second preseason game and getting crunch time reps with the young guys, and just kind of how that went overall?
I felt like it was good for me to, end the game. We have the opportunity from JJ to end the game. Just getting those reps in every game and trying to find my role. That's my main focus every time I go on the court.
First off, happy birthday,
Thank
Bronny.
you.
And also, 20 years old, you're stepping onto the court, second game. Did you feel a little bit less nerves from this game? What were your feelings like going into this game? And then as you kind of, as the game progressed, how did you feel in terms of just shooting ability and just the flow of the game?
There's always some nerves, especially just preseason. It's the first of, the season starting. But, once I step on the court and go up and down a couple of times, it goes away. Shooting ability, only shot one shot, so it's not much to say about that. Just trying to find my role and play as hard as I can on the defense end.
What's JJ been like as a coach for you so far? He's really encouraging, especially for the younger guys like myself. Just trying to, push us into something that down the road can, contribute to a winning team.
Bronny, your dad has been talking about this moment for a couple of years, speaking it into existence, but you had to make it happen on your end. Can you just talk about your own journey to get here and getting through college, the health situation last year, and in camp now to make this happen?
Just finding, fuel every day to get up and start working. That's the biggest thing for me. Just taking everything that, has happened to me during those year and some change. Just getting up and continuing to work every day.
It's just been 2 preseason games, but between the exhibitions, camp, and summer workouts, is there an specific area of your game you feel more comfortable with, or you think that's grown the most compared to the end of the college season?
JJ has really emphasized that defensive end and being a pest on defense. So that's just what I've been trying to focus on when I'm stepping on the floor.
Last 2.
Hey, Bronny, what do you think enables you to stay in the moment and so even keel through everything?
To be honest, I couldn't tell you. Don't know. It's a lot. It's a lot of stuff going around. Just trying to focus on, what my job is and what I'm supposed to be doing. I feel like that's the thing that keeps me grounded.
Last question.
Well, first of all, happy birthday, my dog.
Appreciate it.
One thing I really liked is just defensively, picking up 94 feet, blowing up screens for you. I know that something that you really did a lot of in high school. I know at USC you didn't get a chance to do that, but how have you been feeling in terms of getting back to the basics and doing that, picking up 94 and blowing up screens?
Yeah, it feels good. Getting back into, game shape. Again, JJ just told me to be as disruptive as possible. Forcing me to, disrupt the ball and pick up 94 feet, disrupt the ball screens and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm just trying to focus on, what I can do my best, my role is best, and yeah, it's been pretty good.
Thanks, Bronny.
Happy birthday, Bronny. We're talking about this, how impressed we are with him. I mean, he just turned 20 today.
Yep.
He gets asked a lot of questions. They're not always easy, and I just love the way that he answers, and it's pretty cool. Talking about his dad, and he said literally, he's my dad. So it's really funny.
That was a funny moment.
Yeah, it was a funny moment. But so you talked about their relationship on the court when he's his teammate, and then when he's his dad. So I thought that was super cool.
I think there's an element too that obviously he's still balancing, despite, as he was just very candid. He's been surrounded by this his entire life.
Yeah.
Right. And at the same time, there is him trying to create his own path and his own journey, and then just taking the questions and just appreciating the moment, all the while trying to focus on, at 20 years of age, playing in the NBA. I thought that it was really cool just to hear him be so truthful and real of, honestly, I don't know how I do it.
Yeah.
Because there is a lot going around, and especially in this day and age of social media and all the things that you hear and see and stuff like that. Yeah, you give him a lot of credit.
How awesome for Savannah. I don't think she's like maybe just watching the post-game show, but like there was Braun, her husband, and then her son.
By the way, I listened to
segment.
Savannah
I mean,
a
that's
lot
pretty cool.
on social media. I listened to her podcast, and I said it right when he said it. When he said, I don't really know how I do it. It sounded just like Savannah.
Yeah.
It was so cool.
It's pretty awesome.
Yeah, I mean, it's amazing. If you go back to the draft, when Rob Pelinka was interviewed, after they drafted Bronny, and he said, we have a guy who has really good character. Because no doubt, Bronny's been watching the NBA from afar for years, since he can remember. And he's seen his dad do all these incredible things, win championships, become the NBA all-time scoring leader, go from city to city and have success really everywhere he's gone. And Bronny's been able to watch and say, this is how it's done. This is how you handle yourself. This is how you comport yourself. And, so I see why Rob said, we're getting a guy, and you don't draft a player because he's a nice guy or he does interviews well, but it's definitely part of Bronny's character to just be really chill and just handle things because he's been around it for so long. Probably comes second nature to him.
And remember, we have all been talking about this since he was drafted. When will they play together? What will it look like? All these moments. And I thought it was super cool the way JJ said, yeah, I wanted them to, be able to play together with the flow of the game. You know what I mean? And put them in at the right time and not just make this, just put them in a moment where, it can just feel natural and see how it looks.
So we talked about him just trying to keep it normal.
Yeah.
Right? For them.
Yeah.
And it's definitely not an easy thing to balance, but I think they're doing a great job so far.
Because you saw, like, when he got that bucket at the end of the game, but there was a moving screen. I mean, literally the crowd was booing the ref.
Excited.
Just wait till they're at crypto.